Hello, everyone, and good afternoon to all. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to Technical Session 9A. I am Dhimahi Patel, the moderator of this session. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and GR Scholastic LLP, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 10th International Conference on Information and Communication Technology for Competitive Strategies, Jaipur, India. The 10th edition of the conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was held on 15 December in Jaipur, and the virtual event is being held through Zoom yesterday and today, that is 16 and 17 December 2025. I hope you will enjoy the knowledgeable and interactive sessions through the day. In this session, we have 10 presentations. Each presenter will be given 10 minutes for presentation and 2 minutes for question and answers. And on 9 minutes, we will raise a gentle reminder. There is another request to all the participants that you all stay connected with us till the closing remarks. If you have any query or update, then you can write it to me in the chat box. Now, before we continue, I would like to introduce you all to the chair of the session. We have with us Dr. Kilol Vishnu Prasad Pandya. Dr. Kilol is currently working as an associate professor at Electronics Communication Engineering Department, Charotar University of Science Technology, Gujarat, India. He has published 30 plus journal papers and over 15 conference papers. His areas of interest are MIMO antennas, DRAs, active patch antennas, and metamaterial based antennas for wireless communications. A warm welcome to you, sir, and I invite you to kindly share a few words with us.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, good afternoon to one and all present, virtually present over here. Uh, uh, Thank you very much for inviting me as a session chair. And I hope the session would be interactive and hope the researchers have done a very good research and that would be, I can see today. And expecting the diversified research and the presentations today. So my best wishes to all the presenters. And yes, we may start the presentations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We'll be starting with the presentations now. First up, I would like to call Hemlata Gaikwad to present her study on coaching, curating success pathways for organizational.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Please start with the presentation.
Yeah, let me share my slides. Ma'am, can you confirm whether my slides are visible to you?
Yes, ma'am, we can see your presentation.
So, a very good afternoon, everyone, and Dr. Kilol, sir, the session chair, and the organizers. The paper which I'll be presenting today, I'm Dr. Hemlata Gaikwad from Symbiosis SIMS Khadki. The title is Coaching, Curating Success Pathways for Organization. So in this article, we tried to explore how effective coaching transforms organizational performance through structured development and collaborative growth strategies. That was the aim behind this paper. So the research basically first understanding coaching's impact, the introduction. So coaching is a structured collaborative process aimed at enhancing employee performance, development, and well-being. So this research synthesizes insights from literature review and primary survey data to examine coaching's transformative role in modern organizations. The study explores multiple coaching frameworks and models, analyzing how they foster individual growth, enhance leadership effectiveness, and driving organizational performance in today's rapidly evolving business landscape. The important point here is, since from management perspective, coaching is a long-term process. Generally, it is used for developing the succession line of leadership. And in case of some problems, if there are some problematic issues, if we are trying to reform in the employees' behavior and all. But general development of employee performance and well-being is done through coaching. The post-pandemic coaching surge. Now, why coaching gained all the more importance post-pandemic? Because it was found that 72% organizations are prioritizing learning now to foster continuous development activities for employee. 78% link it to success. Employees see direct connection between coaching and organizational achievement. 74% impact is visible on retention. View coaching as empowerment source, increasing job satisfaction. So when we see that for learning, for like growth in the organization and from retention point of view, coaching has become very important, because post pandemic there is a totally new virtual workforce which has come, and the priorities of people have shifted. The COVID-19 pandemic and shift to remote or hybrid work dramatically increased demand for coaching, because there were some cases of moonlighting also which were highlighted. Organizations now recognize coaching as essential for maintaining competitive advantage in rapidly changing markets. Core coaching competencies. So the most important thing in coaching is self-awareness, feedback orientation, and supervisory commitment. So self-awareness is building deep connections through understanding personal strengths and growth areas. So in management, there is a self-awareness is being emotional intelligence dimension, which is identified by Daniel Goleman, who says that if the people who are self-aware can become better employees, can become better leaders, and will always have a positive attitude towards work. Feedback orientation, creating safe spaces for constructive dialogue and continuous improvement. And third, supervisory commitment, fostering trust and accountability through dedicated support when coaching is being done with the coachee. Proven coaching models. So there are few models which we talk of. The first one is the GROW model, which generally all leadership coaches are using to develop future leaders, like CEOs and all. Till that level, GROW model is being utilized, which says goal, reality, options, and will. So in this model, the goal is being communicated like this is the goal, which is obviously smart. Then what is the reality right now? What are the options available? So each option is evaluated, and then the will is very, very important. Whether the person is ready to adopt that and make change in himself or herself. So this is a cyclical framework for achieving objectives through clear action planning. The second is motivational interviewing. So drawing out intrinsic motivation through active inquiry, affirmations, and reflections. So in this, the coach interviews the coachee, like does inquiry about the work activities or personal level, or so that the problematic areas come out, and then they together collaboratively identify the problem areas. The employee or the successor agrees that these needs to be improved, and then coaching starts. Acceptance and commitment, mindfully embracing challenging emotions while aligning actions with personal values. Again, this is very important, because now it is said that there are like three things which are important. One is intelligence quotient, second is the technical knowledge, and third is the emotional intelligence. When Daniel Goleman, in his research, he identified that the top leaders, when he surveyed 22,000 organizations, the top leaders whom he identified, around 223 leaders, on intelligence quotient and the technical knowledge, they were similar. The only differentiating aspect was emotional intelligence. So if we are having that control over emotion, and we can understand others' emotion, we can always go for a better leadership position. Cognitive behavioral, enhancing self-awareness of thoughts, emotions, and actions to reframe perspectives. The GROW framework in action, which was being applied, goal is establish clear, specific, attainable objectives collaboratively between coach and coachee. Reality, assess current state and identify obstacle hindering progress. options, brainstorm potential solutions to overcome identified challenges, and will develop concrete action plan with commitment to implementation. Since 1980s, the GROW model has become the most widely recognized coaching framework, helping unlock individual potential and maximize performance across organizations. Survey insights. Now, the survey which we conducted from the leadership, like we selected the middle and top level leadership position people who were either into succession planning or were being considered for coaching. So, performance enhancement, 56.8% of the respondents agree plus strongly agree and confirm that coaching programs significantly improve employee performance. Motivation boost, strong linkage between effective coaching and increased employee motivation through personalized instruction and constructive feedback. Skill development, employees report improved problem solving and decision making abilities, positively impacting team performance. Professional growth, 72.6% of the respondents believed that feedback during coaching provide deeper insights into strength and improvement areas. Leadership's critical role, active endorsement drives success. So, survey respondent demonstrates strong belief that organizational leadership actively supports and encourages effective coaching methods. This commitment creates an environment conducive to professional growth and employee engagement. Leadership endorsement reinforces coaching culture. Systematic monitoring ensures intervention effectiveness. They also said that investment in coaching maintains competitive market advantage. Like if there is a budgetary provision for coaching that is giving a market edge to the organization, and 74.6% report regular evaluation of coaching outcomes. Emerging trends, AI and digital coaching. So the organizations also said that AI coaching, they are trying to integrate AI into coaching. So AI coaching guides clients through coaching processes and establishes working alliances, though challenges remain in problem identification and feedback delivery. So initial stages, these teething problems were being identified. Virtual platforms, technology-enabled coaching becoming preferred option as coaches and clients embrace online environment for cost effectiveness and wider reach. Digital team
Ma'am,
coaching. Yes, ma'am.
gentle reminder that you have crossed 9 minutes.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. I'll just conclude. Digital team coaching, integration of socio mapping and visualization technique enhances team communication, collaboration within organization. This is the path forward, the conclusive style. Transformative impact. Coaching emerges as vital element for organizational success, fostering culture of learning, innovation, continuous improvement. Investment in coaching is now being considered as strategic investment, and it develops the employee or the coachee holistically. So research confirms coaching's positive influence on employee satisfaction, retention, and organizational performance. So by combining theoretical frameworks with empirical evidence, organization can leverage coaching as a competitive advantage for sustainable success. That's all from my side. Thank you so much. Any questions?
Yes, Dr. Hemlata,
Yes, sir.
you have mentioned regarding the importance of coaching.
Yes,
You
sir.
have covered all the aspects of coaching,
Yeah.
the older style of coaching and how the virtual coaching is nowadays important. How
Yeah.
we can have the AI kind of tool in coaching as well.
Yes.
Only I have one particular question that
Yeah.
how much the feedback is important in any kind of coaching. What do you think? What is your opinion?
As our survey respondents also told continuous feedback is very important, because once coaching framework is identified and then coaching starts, but if feedback is not taken, then it is difficult to understand whether the coachee is uh, there is an improvement, or what are his emotional reactions to whatever is being done, because it is the commitment from the coachee is required. So if the person who is being coached is not comfortable, it is required that the coaching methods be changed according to the feedback which is taken. So
Correct.
feedback is very, very important in it.
Correct. It means for the overall growth of the coachee and coach, the feedback
Yes.
is very important. Correct. That's correct.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because
Okay.
coaching is a service which is co-created.
Correct.
Both the coach and coachee have to take active participation to make it successful.
Correct. 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 Okay. So that's all from my side. All the best, Dr. Amrita.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you, ma'am, for your presentation. The next, I would call Pratibha M to present her study on efficient SRAM-based TCAM architecture, leveraging 11T SRAM for dynamic weighted redistribution and fast table updates.
Hi. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Let me share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Uh, yes, ma'am, we can see it.
Yeah. Okay. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I'll be presenting the work Efficient SRAM-based TCAM architecture, leveraging 11T SRAM for dynamic weighted redistribution and fast table updates. So these are the contents we'll be going through. Let me start with the introduction. So, what TCAM, which is ternary content addressable memory, it is widely used in routers for longest prefix matching because it allows parallel searches. However, in the traditional TCAM architectures, we mainly suffer from high power consumption, food scalability, and low update operations. So to address these issues, we have introduced SRAM based TCAM architecture in our work. So in this work, so we mainly use 11T SRAM cells, which enables dual direction in logic array. So allowing it to parallel search and update, and combined with the dynamic weighted redistribution, so it efficiently manages don't care bits, which we can also call as wildcard bits. So coming to the problem statement, so what happens is that in existing SRAM based TCAM designs, we face several limitations of inefficient handling of wildcard or don't care bits, or uneven memory utilization and increased update latency, and it can also have more power dynamic power consumption. So to these issues mainly degrade the performance of the high speed networks in the networking areas. So hence, to take this challenge, our challenge is to design a TCAM architecture that efficiently redistributes don't care bits and reduces update latency and minimizes power, so while maintaining the fast lookup performance. So our objective, I have mainly three objectives. So first is to implement the dynamic weighted redistribution for efficient memory usage, and to make use of the 11T SRAM dual direction logic, and use it for the concurrent search and update, and mainly, and then you are using of FPGA to have a low power and low delay, and to implement this design in FPGA, which can be supported for IPv4 addresses. And in the literature survey, what I have gone through, so mainly what happens is that in recent IEEE works that they have done, they mainly use the lookup speed, reducing memory usage, but what happens is they lack with the efficient update mechanism, and they have and the dynamic handling of don't care bits. So our work, it integrates the 11T SRAM dynamic reordering and weighted redistribution, so achieving improvements in the power, delay, and update efficiency. So coming to the methodology, in the methodology, so mainly the input pattern is provided to the system. So based on the prefix length what it has, so a mask generator creates a bit mask. So then the dynamic reordering is done, where it rearranges the bits to distribute wildcard bits evenly. The pattern partitioner splits the input into multiple sub patterns, in the pattern partitioner. So each partition is processed in parallel, so using the LPM subblocks. So mainly, yes, LPM subblocks will be divided into multiple blocks so that can be done in parallel. And so output from all subblocks combined using the AND gate array. So then the memory and matching is done for redistribution logic, and which produces the final output. And this for this in the backend we have created 11T SRAM. So it's like compared to the normal conventional 60 SRAM, so it provides better read and write stability, and it can be done in dual direction in array logic. And then it can be used for simultaneous search and update also. And since it's 11T SRAM, it can work as TCAM, BCAM, and also other normal 60 SRAM like read and write, and also it can be made as OR and capabilities also. Then in the dynamic reordering process, first what happens is that without reordering, the bits the don't care bits will be clustered basically. So what happens is that memory usage becomes uneven at that time. So with the dynamic reordering, so these wildcard bits are redistributed according to the weights. So since that update latency is reduced in the so next, I have explained these things. And in the longest prefix matching selection, so since it's we have chosen the multiple subblocks. See, this is the formula that we are going to use for the valid matches. Once it matches, we'll get the final output. In the parallel search, LPM, and AND gate logic, mainly the thing is this AND gate array ensures that prefix matching all partitions are considered to be valid. Then here, as you can see in our work, see the prefix length before partitions all will be clustered into one part. All the don't care bits clustered into one part, but after reordering we can see that all the bits which are the wildcard bits are differentiated in a different subblock, so that can be the update latency can be reduced. Then we to achieve the more power optimizations, we have done the clock gating. So it only active blocks receives the clock based on the ready, write, enable, and match update signals. So this significantly reduces dynamic power consumption without affecting the performance. This is the for 11T SRAM that we have done. This is the output. So as you can see, we have taken like 0101 as the input, and this is the if this is the bit, and this is the bit bar. So according to that, we whenever the bits are high, whenever the our right line is high, so we'll get the whatever the inputs in the bit line. So whenever the right enable is 0, so we'll the whatever the last input output was there, it will be carried over. So this this is the comparison that we have done with the existing and the proposed method. As you can see, the area and power is there's no much difference, but the delay has reduced. But once we do the with the power optimization, we can see that power has been drastically reduced here. And this is the comparison with the FPGA implementation with the different techniques that they have made. So the architecture, mainly our architecture, achieved a maximum frequency of 333.3 megahertz, which is high speed, which can be used for high speed networking. So let me this is the output for taken for the FPGA implementation. So since we are dealing with IPv4 address, it will have 32-bit. So since I have used it's a basis 3 Xilinx RTX 7 FPGA board. So it can take at a time as 16 bits. So we have once the enable is set to 1, so first 16 bits will come, and when the enables is set to 0, the next 16 bit will 16 bits will be given there. So To conclude, we can say that 11T SRAM enables efficient memory utilization and parallel operation. So dynamic weighted redistributions mainly reduces the update latency, and the use of clock gating. So it significantly reduces the low power consumption. So this proposed architecture is well suited for low power, high performance routing applications. As a future work, so it can be scaled to IPv6 address also, and it can be used for supporting larger rule sets and multi-port memory, and it can be extended in the future for AI acceleration and um, detection systems also. And these are the references I have gone through. Thank you. Let me know if any questions are there. Thank you.
Yes, Pratibha ji.
Yes.
I have one question.
Yes, sir.
As you have presented the TCAM for the
Yes.
proper utilization of the SRAM, okay? So what is actually the challenging issue you are facing at this
Sir,
moment of
mainly
time?
at this moment of time, actually, main issue that can be seen is mainly on the speed, sir. So actually, if we use the other devices, FPGA boards, like we could have got more speed. But since the TCAM that is used by SRAM, so the complexity of the SRAM, the whole 11T SRAM becomes complex. So to reduce that, we may have to see for using the enhanced boards for in the future.
Correct.
Yes.
Because when you see that whether the complexity is increasing, you need to also check every moment the reliability of the system.
Yes, yes,
Because
sir.
as complexity increases, the system is not that much reliable.
Yes, sir.
So you need to maintain the trade-off between the complexity and reliability.
Yes.
But I am sure you can find the way
Yes.
for the trade-off.
Okay.
Otherwise, good presentation. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Now, next, I would like to call Kushal B.S. to present his study on intelligent dynamic instruction scheduling and AI-driven approach for next-generation processors.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, hello, sir.
Sure. Is my TV.
Yes, sir.
Kushal BS. I'm student at Financial College of Engineering. The project is that intelligent dynamic instruction scheduling for the AI-driven approach for the next generation processors. Uh, So introduction, the modern processors use an instructions pipelining to increase execution speed by overlaying the multiple instruction stages. In pipeline, MIPS-based architecture, the pipeline performance is degraded due to dependencies and structural conflicts. So the control hazards and the introduced results are increases cycles per instruction for the conventional instruction schedules techniques are the most static repair on the predefined region. So that's why so while handling the dynamic runtime we have like a diverse work. So to address that limitations, this work introduces AI dynamic instruction scheduling technique using an reinforcement learning, which we are using learning. This proposed approach states that how the processor has an interactive environment where the scheduling decisions learned on time and then runtime based on the pipeline states, and then it will give the performance feedback by intelligent scheduling, then reorder instructions. This reduces the pipeline stalls, improves the instruction, enhances energy efficiency, and then demonstrating effectiveness using an AI-driven optimization for the next generation. So methodology. So our system used applying the reinforcement learning, which is NQ learning. So in the MIPS pipeline, there are 5 stages. Cyclic simulator was developed consists of 5 stages. First one is information fetch, and then instruction, then next execute, memory access, and then write back. These are the 5 steps. The simulator data asserts the structure hazards, and then pipeline stalls. Then realistic instruction works generate and produces a mix arithmetic and then pre-control instructions on the program here. Our Q learning agents acts as an instruction scheduler by observing the current pipeline simulation and then select the next instruction. So if the first instruction fetch, then instruction, then next execute, then access. So like that. So then the action space consists of available instruction and then reward functions defined to the favor instructions. Then using a e-greedy policy, agents balance exploration and exploitation to learn the optimal scheduling decisions. So performance metrics such as IPC, CPI, and then stall count, energy consumptions are the recorded, and then compared to the conventional order in ordering, scheduling, evaluating effectiveness of the support. So this is a flowchart. First, we'll give the program, and then the instruction is generated, and then we'll split the data set like a training set and evaluation set. The training set, it will extract the future state, and then it will send to the Q learning agent. Then it will train the schedule, and it will schedule the trainer model. In evaluation set, pipeline evaluation, test the instruction, then pipeline simulation with the pipeline simulation, and then it schedule, then the performance analysis, and then install code energy per instruction. It will happen. It will analyze the performance, and then it will send to the results comparison. In results comparison, we will compare in order execution and then statistic scheduling in heuristic basis scheduling. We will compare all the things which it is analyzing. So these are the results. So in the instruction means for this project we are given that random data like addition, subtraction, multiplication, so division like that we have given. So it is showing that how much multiplication taken and then subtraction taken. Here we can see that how much the power taken by which instruction for addition, subtraction, and multiplication and division. So this is that reordering using RQ learning. So we can see that dotted line which shows that optimized reordering sample, and then normal which shows that how old. So here we can get how much the pipeline execution summary happen. So it will shows that the total instructions written, the total how much the total clock cycle happen, then how much cycle per instruction done, and how the raw stall is, and then how structural stall is, and then it will show total how much the total expansion. So this work demonstrates that reinforcements learning based on the instruction schedule significantly improve the performance of MIPS pipeline processor by dynamically observing the pipeline states and intelligently or reordering the instructions. Our proposed Q learning scheduler effect reduces the data and structural hazards, leading the low code pipeline and then input structure instructions through compared to the traditional or in order and then the techniques. So the AI based approach which achieves the notable gains in the performance and then energy efficiency. So these results highlight the potential of AI driven optimization techniques. So for the next generation, especially for the workload with the complex instructions dependencies, and then our systems improve the less pronounced applications due to inherent limitations, and overall findings confirm the reinforcement learning in viable, and then our solution is for the dynamic CPU optimization. So future it focuses on implementation of learned policies, extensions, and then out of order architecture, and then with compiler level optimization. the further enhanced process. Thank you. Is there any questions? Sure.
Yes, Kushal. One
Yes.
question is from my side. You have explained the reinforcement instruction scheduling, okay?
Yes, sir.
Where have utilized the concept of pipelining, which is a common technique, okay?
Yeah.
So, is your technique is applicable? I mean, possible to apply to all bit processors or controllers? Let's go for 16-bit processor, 32-bit processor, 64-bit processor, or you require certain level of processor. Certain bit processor you require.
Yes, sir. Sir, this it can be used for minimal like 16-bit processor.
Okay. So, generalize if the processor is in 16-bit or more than 16-bit, then this particular technique is possible. And technique, this technique you can apply.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you from my side. All the best, Kushal.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to call Varshita P to present her study on next-gen solar tracking for real-time energy harvesting.
Yes, ma'am, I will share the screen. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am, we can see the conclusion slide.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Vashita P. Good afternoon, everyone. Our paper title is Next Gen Solar Tracking for Real-Time Energy Harvesting. The introduction is the solar energy is clean, renewable, and sustainable energy source, as we all know. And presently, we are using static solar panels, which is that solar panel efficiency depends on the sunlight intensity and the orientation. But we are using fixed solar panels that cannot follow the sun's movement throughout the day. So, change in the sun position reduces the energy absorption in the fixed solar panels. So, what we introduced is a solar tracking system automatically aligns the panels with the sunlight. So, tracking improves the energy harvesting and the overall efficiency. And the main objective is to design and implement an automatic solar tracking system and to enhance solar energy harvesting efficiency using panel alignment with the sun to detect sun's position using LDR sensors within a 180-degree range from left to right and to overcome the limitations of fixed solar panels to enhance the efficiency and to maintain the solar panel perpendicular to the sun rays and to increase overall energy output of the photovoltaic system. So what we implemented is the main problem was fixed solar panels remain static and cannot adapt to the sun's movement, leading to the reduced absorption during the most hours of the day. So the main is an automatic solar tracking system. What we designed is using Arduino Uno and LDR sensors and solar panels dynamically adjust the panel orientation, and we used LDR sensors for sun detection. The main principle of LDR sensor is the sensors convert the light ray, detect the sunlight and orient according to that. So and next, excuse me. And yeah, next role of what is the role of Arduino Uno means the Arduino Uno access the central controller. It continuously reads the analog values from the LDR sensors, compares their intensities, and change to the required direction of the panel movement. And what the control algorithm we implemented is threshold value is set to define ignore minor light in fluctuations. If the difference between the LDR reading exceeds the threshold, the Arduino generates the control thing and adjust the panel according to that. Servo motor operation. The servo motor receives the servo motor receives The servo motor receives the control unit from the algorithms. Then receiving the panel rotate is limited to a 180-degree range to ensure the smooth control range. And next, this is the circuit diagram. We are using a Arduino Uno board and LDR1 sensor, LDR2 to left to right movement, and we use servo motor for adjusting the panel. Here we can see the diagram that according to the sunlight, the solar panel will rotate depend on their sun intensity. And in flowchart, we can see in flowchart in flowchart we can see initially by setting the threshold value. First we set the threshold value and read the values of LDR on 1 and LDR2. Then we compare the LDR1 value and LDR2 value, so adjust the servo motor which is higher, and and point can increment and decrement. So here servo motor rotate the panels according to the intensity. And results and analysis. The Arduino-based solar tracking system successfully followed the sun by continuously adjusting the panel orientation. The energy output of the tracking system was compared with the fixed solar panels under identical environmental conditions. Our solar tracking system achieved approximately 20 to 30% higher energy output compared to the static solar panels. And servo motor control ensures effective panel positioning, especially during morning and evening hours. And the tracking panel delivered more consistent power output throughout the day, unlike the fixed panel which peaked at midday. And experimental results confirms the single axis solar tracking is a practical and efficient method for improving the photovoltaic system performance. And these are the results when we compare the fixed solar panels versus automatic rotating solar panels. We can see that energy efficiency compared to the static solar panels in the results. And this is our demo. And by concluding, the Arduino based automatic solar tracking system was successfully designed and implemented to enhance the solar energy harvesting efficiency. By continuously tracking sun's movement and maintaining optimal panel alignment, the system overcomes the limitations of fixed solar panels. By actually, it improves the 20 to 30% higher energy compared to the static panels. The prototype demonstrates that single axis solar tracking is practical and cost effective also, and the efficient solution for improving the performance of the photovoltaic system, and it provides strong foundation for future enhancements and real world applications. And also future scopes that we are added is we can now we presently implemented single axis, so next we go for dual axis solar tracking mechanisms for energy accuracy, and use more precise sensors can further improve the tracking performance. And we can implement using large solar panels for real world applications. And addition to that, we can also add IoT based monitoring for remote performance analysis and optimization of mechanical design to enhance durability and efficiency. Thank you. Any questions?
Yes, Vasitha, I have one question.
Yes.
As your system is inclined automatically with the help of the position of the solar and position of the sun. My only the question is, if there is a cloudy atmosphere and if
Yes,
sun
sir.
is not clearly visible, then how your
Yes.
system operates?
Sir, in that environment conditions, it doesn't show any results, sir, because
Okay.
and also the it can detect small amount, right? So according to that, it will be rotating, sir.
Okay. So my only one suggestion is you need to think about it. Is there any possible solution, time-based solution, so that the system could be, or that your the structure would be inclined as per the time passes from morning to evening?
Yes, sir.
That could also be one kind of solution, especially for the rainy days when there is a dense cloudy atmosphere is there. Okay, otherwise it is fine. Thank you very much. All the
Actually,
best.
what we want to implement is like storing that solar energy if it is too much high, so that we can use in cloudy days. So what that we are planning.
Correct. So that could be one of the possible solution. This is right now solar panel is having the same kind of solution. Yes, they
Yes.
are storing the sun energy, and that they are going to utilize during the night hours. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. Now, next, I would call Sharanya Upadhyay to present her study on power efficient implementation of 16 by 16 multiplier using a novel 15:4 compressor architecture.
Hello.
Yes, hello, ma'am.
Yes, hello. Hello. Is it visible?
Your screen is not visible yet, ma'am.
Is it fine now? Like screen, I will share the screen now.
Yes, ma'am, you are visible clearly.
Yeah. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am, now we can see your screen too. Please start.
Yeah. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sharanya Upadhyaya. We are from KLE Technological University, Hubli, from Karnataka. So this is our project named Power Efficient Implementation of 16 cross 16 multiplier using 15 down to 4 compressor architecture. Yes, and yes, then let's go to the introduction. The main motto of choosing this problem statement was like in the major of the applications, like in the image generation, and also in many DSP applications, we require the use of multipliers, which has to be even faster. So for that, so that we came across this compressor module. Basically, the compressor means how the multiply, like how the normal multipliers or the classical traditional multipliers differ from after adding this compressor module. Here, when we add the compressor module inside our traditional multipliers, our multiplication gets faster, and a lot of partial product reduction steps are reduced, and we get most we get the results in the most faster way. So the area of research, we use this particular like compressor module in the low power VLSI design and digital arithmetic circuits, and in a high performance and power efficient FPGA architectures. As in this project we have implemented it on FPGA. There we could be able to tell that high performance and power efficient FPGA, it is like following. Then technique used here, compressor partial product reduction technique. Here 15 down to 4 compressor architecture for optimized multiplication, as I have discussed it previously. So this particular compressor module can be used in any of the multiplier, but for in our project we have taken the Brown multiplier. So the architecture that we have like designed is, in the first stage there are like 5 full adders, like totally there are 15 15-bit inputs. In the first stage there are 5 full adders, and in the and also we have to design the 5 down to 3 compressor modules also. And in the next second stage there are 2 5 down to 3 compressor, and in the third stage there are 4-bit parallel adder. So basically the sum of all the 5 full adders is given to one compressor, and the carry of all the first 5 full adders are given to another compressor module. And this 5 down to 3 compressor produces one sum and two carries, and that is given to the parallel adder, and it is short of one it is like short of one bit, so the MSB bits are shorted, so that no, like no, there is no any changes in the output from the compressor. Then here we get 4-bit inputs, and basically we have designed this for 16-bit multiplier only, and that's the explanation we have given here. And yes, as I have discussed previously, using this compressor module, like we can reduce lot of power. See here, the logic power that's consumed without a compressor is 7 watts, and there's really good change here after introducing the compressor. It's 3 watts, 3.7 watts, and the total power consumption here is basically it's dynamic power only. Without compressor, it's like 39.729 watts, and with compressor, it's like 34.354 watts. And yes, then we have like totally saved 5 watts of power as compared like traditional multipliers. And also there is a good results that we have got after implementing the compressor into the multiplier module. Yes, and here is our simulation. Here we can see that it's just a multiplication of 2 bits, 2 for 16-bit number. And here is our power analysis of this multiplier without using the compressor module. Here, through the logic analyzer in the Vivado, we can get the power report. And also this is the power report with using the compressor. It's like 34.35. Then yes, in the conclusion part, we could be successfully able to implement this 15 down to 4 compressor. And its compressor is basically a combinational circuit. It basically consists of a combinational circuit. And yes, through and in the Xilinx, with the help of Xilinx, we were able to do the FPGA implementation also. Yes, and that's the conclusion part.
Dr. Kilol, any questions for ma'am?
Yes, Sharanya,
Yes.
I'm waiting whether you are having some left presentation or not, but I think you have concluded. Only the thing is there any a hurdle that you are right now, facing, or is there any real-time issue that you are facing to implement this?
No, sir. We could not face like while in the project phase, we could not face any problem doing this. Like we were like able to implement it successfully on like both in the Vivado synthesis and also in the FPGA implementation.
Okay, okay. So I mean, your technique is perfectly working, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
So next, I would call Anurag Chaudhary to present his study on privacy-preserving federated learning for heart disease prediction, a review of security architectures and techniques.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello,
hello,
ma'am.
sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll start sharing my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Just a second. So, good afternoon, everyone. Today, I will be presenting our review paper titled Privacy Preserving Federated Learning for Heart Disease Prediction, a review of security architectures and techniques. So, the primary focus of this presentation is to examine how federated learning can enable collaborative heart disease prediction while preserving patient privacy, and to critically analyze the security architecture and challenges involved. So this is the outline I'm going to follow today. So starting off with the introduction. So as we all know, heart disease continues to be the leading cause of mortality worldwide, making accurate and early prediction critically important. So, however, traditional centralized machine learning approaches carry significant barriers due to patient privacy concerns, various institutional reluctance to share sensitive medical data. Centralizing such data also increases the risk of large-scale data breaches. And to address these challenges, this review explores federated learning, a distributed learning paradigm that enables institutions to collaboratively train models without sharing raw patient data, thereby preserving privacy. So, these are the background fundamentals. So, federated learning is based on optimizing a global objective function by aggregating local objective functions computed at participating institutions. So, the communication protocol is iterative. Clients receive global parameters, perform local training, and send only model updates to the servers. So inside this, like instead of sending raw data to the central server, each client model train the model locally and sends only the model updates. Then the server aggregates these updates using algorithms such as federated averaging, where updates are weighted based on local dataset size. So the approach is particularly relevant in healthcare, where institutions generate massive volumes of patient data. And unfortunately, this data often remains locked within institutional silos. So centralized approaches introduce regulatory risks such as single points of failure and ethical concerns. And federated learning directly addresses these issues by ensuring data locality, reducing breach risks, and enabling legally compliant collaboration. So moving on to the literature review analysis part. So the literature identifies three primary techniques used to preserve privacy in federated learning. The first one is differential privacy, which provides the strong mathematical guarantees by adding controlled noise to the gradients or model parameters. This ensures that the individual patient contributions cannot be inferred from the like share updates. The second one is homomorphic encryption, which is basically a cryptographic method that enables computations to be performed directly on encrypted model parameters, offering very high security at the cost of increased computational overhead. And the third one is secure multi-party computation, which allows multiple participants to jointly compute a function without revealing their private inputs, providing flexible trust assumptions and balanced security. So each of these techniques offers different trade-offs between privacy strength, computational cost, and model utility. So moving on to the research gaps. So this review identifies several critical research gaps limiting real-world adoption. The first one is lack of systematic comparison, which basically means that preserving techniques under standardized evaluation criteria. There is a lack of such systematic comparison. The second one is privacy utility trade-off, which is not sufficiently explored, particularly for highly imbalanced heart disease datasets, where excessive privacy noise may reduce the clinical usefulness or the accuracy of the model. And more scalability and deployment. So research is generally small scale, filling through exploring the scalability and deployment problems for real life collaborations. And finally, the integration part with existing healthcare IT systems and compliance with regulations such as HIPAA and GDPR are often treated as secondary concerns rather than core design requirements. So, security architectures and threat models. The threat landscape in federated learning includes multiple adversarial models. The first one is honest but curious participants, which like basically follow protocols but attempt to infer sensitive information from observed updates. Semi-honest adversaries may be motivated by institutional competitions, while the last one, like malicious Byzantine attackers, actively manipulate the data models. Like they basically carry out like data poisoning attacks or model poisoning attacks. So this is the like proposed multi-layer security framework. This includes protection at the physical layer using secure hardware and various other technologies, and at the network layer, access control at the data layer, privacy mechanisms at the application layer, and regulatory compliance at the governance layer. Third approach ensures end-to-end security rather than relying on a single defense mechanism. So, moving on to the comparative analysis and evaluation part. So, performance benchmark indicates that the privacy preserving federated learning achieves approximately 85 to 95% of centralized model accuracy. Differential privacy typically achieves around 90 to 95%, while homomorphic encryption can reach 95 to 98% accuracy in simulated settings. However, real world deployment showed increased communication overhead up to 15 to 25 times higher, and accuracy degradation of 3 to 7%. Additionally, practical deployment often requires 6 to 18 months of preparation, highlighting the gap between simulation and operational reality. So these are the discussions and implications. So key finding summary, where like the key finding of this review is that hybrid privacy preserving architecture provides the best balance between security and performance. And differential privacy offers strong regulatory alignment, while secure aggregation and access control enhance robustness. So on rare cardiovascular conditions faces major limitations because privacy measures can unintentionally hide important clinical patterns. So these are the implications. The long-term value of FL implementation, despite initial cost, is substantial. So multi-institutional datasets enhance model generalization, leading to improved clinical outcomes. Moving on to the conclusion part. In conclusion, privacy preserving federated learning represents a viable solution for heart disease prediction across different institutions. Hybrid architectures combining differential privacy, homomorphic encryption, and secure aggregation achieve a strong privacy guarantee while maintaining 85 to 90% of 95% of centralized accuracy. However, challenges related to regulation and technical integration and institutional coordination often remain significant and require careful planning. So the future research should explore more emerging technologies such as zero knowledge proofs and the utilization of trusted execution environments, and developing ecosystem such as IoT-based healthcare systems, and the development of standardized protocols, like developing common communication standards, standardized privacy measures, etc. So these are the references. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Anurag, I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you have rightly said that IoT could be nowadays applicable for the medical and healthcare.
Yes, sir.
And you have mentioned very nicely the structure and the framework, how the various level framework would be applied.
Yes, sir.
But I think the important thing which I believe is the lacking of awareness in the medical society, because
Yes, sir. Exactly.
still the healthcare people,
Hmm.
they are not ready to accept the IoT based any of the technology or any kind of a new initiative. So
Yes, sir.
apart from research, it is equally important how to aware those people, how to convince them to use IoT based research. Because
Yes,
until
sir.
and unless if they are not going to believe in this particular, many kind of this kind of research could be not that much get recognized.
Yes,
Understood?
sir. Yes, sir.
So
Yes. Completely
also we
agree with
need
it.
to develop such an awareness, how you can spread the awareness through the social media, through mouth publish, I mean, through mouth to mouth awareness or any
Publicity.
kind of thing. But yes, I think your presentation is very nice, where you are going to combine the technology and medical society. Okay, so that's it
Yes.
from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Your value was it was really valuable.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, next, I would like to call Michael Savaria Pichai to present his study on psychological triggers of impulse buying in online shopping, factors and consumer behavior insights.
Very good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Madam, I hope the PPT is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Very good afternoon to everyone. I'm Dr. Michael from Tata Mega Institute of Higher Education, which is located in Savangi. Today, I will be presenting my research titled Psychological Triggers of Impulse Buying in Online Shopping, Factors and Consumer Behavior Insights. So let me start with abstract. So online shopping has grown rapidly, and along with it, impulse buying behavior also has increased. And my study examining that what are the psychological factors that is triggers such as emotions and promotional offers, website design and social influence that encourage impulse buying, that is unplanned buying from the customer side. And primary data was collected through using structural questionnaire and analyzed by using the statistical tools. And the findings help online retailers to understand the consumer behavior and help consumers become more aware of the impulse buying tendencies. And introduction, online shopping has changed traditional buying patterns by offering convenience and instant gratification. And impulse buying refers spontaneous, that is unplanned purchase, mainly driven by psychological factors. And digital platforms use techniques such as uh, targeted advertisement, flash sales, and personalized recommendations to stimulate impulse buying. And understanding these psychological triggers benefit both marketers and consumers. So my study is aims to identify the key psychological factors influencing unplanned purchasing through online shopping. And there are many studies have been conducted, even though it is showing that positive emotions and personality traits and social influence strongly influence the impulse buying online. And website aesthetics and discount pricing also play an important role. And research highlight that both internal psychological states and external stimuli influence impulsive buying behavior. And research also highlight that internal psychological states and external stimulates influence impulse buying behavior. And frameworks such as Sia Nicholson emphasize mood enhancement and instant gratifications and perceived closeness to products. And still other studies found that which is focusing on convenience, trust, cultural factors, and consumer preference such as time saving and free delivery. And the stimulus organism response model explains how online environments trigger impulse responses, and personality traits like low self-control and cultural factors like collectivism increases impulse buying. And also new platforms such as TikTok, and we have so many social media and Shopee further increase impulse buying through the FMO, that is fear of marketing. And scarcity and live shopping features. However, research still note gaps in fully understanding psychological influences, which this study aims to address. And my research design, which is a descriptive research design, and I used primary data as I mentioned earlier in the abstract. And my sample size of this research is 105 respondent overall purchasing and using the online platform. And also I used correlations and size square test to prove the hypothesis. I have very few objectives and hypotheses that is to examine psychological factors such as emotional and gratifications, to assess the role of external triggers like design and discounts, and to analyze behavioral aspects such as FMO, that is a fear of missing out, uh, to study the relationship between psychological state and impulse buying. So based on these objectives, I have given the hypothesis, and all these hypotheses have been proved by certain statistical analysis. And the first one is emotional triggers. So I use the descriptive statistic just by using the mean value I have explained here. The result shows that emotional stress states like stress, excitement, and instant gratification strongly influence impulse buying. The consistent mean score indicate that emotions are major contribution to unplanned online purchase, and the findings support hypothesis one that confirming that psychologically emotions significantly affect impulse buying behavior. And for external stimuli, I have used Spearman correlations. So this analysis shows a positive correlation between the external stimuli and impulse buying behavior. So limited time offers, personalized recommendations, and push notifications, and significantly it is increasing the impulse purchase behavior. And the statistically significant results support the hypothesis that digital environmental cues encourage impulse buying. And I used a Kruskal-Wallis test for fear of missing out. This test examined the impact of fear of missing out on online shopping frequency. Although mean ranks increases slightly, the difference is not statistically significant, but the hypothesis 3 is rejected, indicate that FMO alone does not significantly increase the impulse buying frequency. Other psychological and situational factors may play a strong role. And financial comfort and impulse buying. And this analysis showing the first positive relationship between the financial comfort and impulse buying. The consumers with a higher financial security are more likely to make impulsive purchase online. And thus the hypothesis 4, it is strongly supported that financial comfort as an important psychological factor, which is playing main role on impulse, that is unplanned buying behavior. And finally, I conclude that the online impulse buying is influenced by the complex psychological factors, emotion, instant gratifications, and mood changes. They are all playing major role in online purchasing. And digital marketing tools such as discounts, the notifications, and website design also significantly affect the consumer behavior. The effect of FOMO varies among individuals. Young consumers, especially students and males, show higher impulse tendency. And the study highlights the importance of ethical marketing practices and calls for future research on emerging platforms. Thank you.
Yes, Dr. Michael, I have one question.
Yes,
Are
sir.
you facing any difficulty or are you looking any hurdle to implement this in future to, to mass the, address the big mass of people?
Yeah, always there will be a difficulties whenever we are facing the mass group of people. We are. It is not only applicable for the Indian populations; it will be applicable for the whole world. So I have chosen the small population from the Varda region. But even though there is a difficulties to follow, all customers are not facing
I think
are,
I think as per my suggestion, first you need to target certain group of people.
yes,
Once you are succeed into that, then you may gradually,
exactly.
increase your customer group.
Yeah, exactly. You are right, sir. But actually, I focused on the Varda group of people.
Correct.
So even though while we are, as you said, if you are implementing all this in Varda, it will be easy to identify whether we are having any difficulties or not. And mostly while we are implementing all these things into the small group, it will not be a big problem. But while it is coming to mass group, really there will be difficulties. We will have a different group of people who is having the different
Correct.
culture. They have a
Correct.
different mentality. So that may anyway affect. It is not easy to. It is easy to implement, but there will be difficulties as a
Correct.
company
Correct.
point of
To
view.
create awareness, that is bit difficult.
Yes,
But
yes,
you
yes,
need to think in that direction as well. Okay, Michael,
exactly.
thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your
Thank
suggestion.
you.
Yes, thank you, sir, for your presentation.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Now I would call Tejashree Ghadge. Tejashree ma'am, please present your study on redefining recruitment, the role of generic AI in shaping the IT hiring landscape.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
My screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Today, I'm presenting the presentation of research paper, which is redefining recruitment, the role of generic AI in shaping the IT hiring landscape. The authors for the research paper, me, Tejasri Ghadge, and Himlata Gaikwad. The abstract of my research paper, the increasing use of generic artificial assisted interview scheduling and critical candidates matching and support data-driven decision making. These technologies also aim to minimize human bias in recruitment process. So our study examines the impact of AI on IT recruitment in Western Maharashtra, focusing on its influence on HR roles, candidate experience, and organizational diversity. The study highlights the importance of ethical AI implementation and emphasizing that AI should complement human judgment to ensure fairness, inclusiveness, and trust in the hiring process. Keywords of our research paper are generic AI, staffing, recruitment, IT industry, talent acquisition, automation, AI in HR, human AI collaboration. So, introduction of a research paper is AI adoption in IT recruitment means that companies are increasingly using AI tools in their hiring process. These tools automate repetitive tasks such as resume screening, interview scheduling, and initial candidate communication, which saves time and improves efficiency. AI also helps to reduce human bias by using data driven methods to evaluate candidates more objectively. However, along with these benefits, AI adoption also brings ethical and operational challenges, including concern about fairness, transparency, data privacy, and the risk of overdependence on technology. Therefore, organizations must use AI carefully and responsibly while balancing human judgment in recruitment decisions. The need of our study is the increasing use of AI in recruitment and understanding of its effect on HR roles, candidates' experience, workforce diversity, and ethical hiring practices, particularly in Western Maharashtra. Our objectives of the research are study impact of generic AI on IT recruitment, analyze efficiency and cost benefits, examine diversity and inclusive effects, study ethical implications and candidates' experience. Uh, Literature review of the study. Previous studies highlights AI benefits such as foster hiring and bias reduction. However, researchers also warn about algorithm bias, lack of transparency, and privacy issues. Generic AI in recruitment is AI tools include resume screening softwares, chatbots, and predictive analytics. They assist HR professionals by reducing workload and improving decision accuracy. Impact of AI on HR professionals. AI shifts HR roles from operational tasks to strategic decision making. HR professionals must develop skills to work with AI systems effectively. HR professionals can use AI for their development or for their health, not a replacement of HR with the AI. The benefits of AI will be helpful to organizations to recruitment. The challenges of AI recruitment are algorithmic bias, data privacy concerns, lack of human touch, overdependence on technology. Recommendations from our study are use AI as support, not replace it. Train HR staff of AI, regularly audits of AI tools, ensure transparency, fairness, and data security. The conclusion of our study, generic AI enhances recruitment efficiency, but it should be used responsibly. Human judgment, ethical standards, and transparency are necessary for fair hiring practices. Overall study is about the adoption of generic AI in redefining success and practices in the IT industry. AI tools such as automated resume screening, chatbots, and predictive analytics are helping organizations reduce hiring time, lower the cost, and improve decision making. These technologies also aim to minimize human bias and enhance efficiency. However, the growing reliance on AI introduces ethical challenges related to fairness, transparency, and candidate trust. This study is focuses on IT sector in Western Maharashtra, and examines how AI impacts on HR roles, and emphasizes that AI should support to the human resource and ensure ethical and inclusive, trustworthy recruitment process and practices. These are our references, and thank you. Thank you for listening. This is done from my side.
Yes, Tejashree,
Yes,
you have given the presentation on how AI is useful for the recruitment process.
yes,
Okay, so there are certain, certain time where the HR people need to go for the mature decision regarding to choose any of the candidate, to offer certain amount to the candidate, something like that, where their experience comes into picture. So
yes.
at that time, the AI should not work that much efficiently.
Right.
So what is your thought about that?
Actually, AI cannot be do that much effective work as the human resource, because human resource or any person that can be think intelligence goes by the intelligence and emotional so, but and they can recognize all the things, but while doing with AI, the AI will only follow the instruction given by the human
Correct.
resource.
Correct. So I think we need, as the data set is larger and rich, your AI works that much well. Can
Yes, yes.
Okay. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.
You too, ma'am. Thank you. Now, next, I would call Shivani Chuman Singh to present her study on work-life balance challenges among.
बघायला विचारलं आता त्याला नाही होतं विचारलं आणि ग्रेट म्हटलं.
Shivani, ma'am, are you here with us? Or any of the co-authors who can present this paper?
Actually, she's from our college. She's having exams, so she has submitted the video recording presentation.
Okay, sure, sir. Okay, fine. We move on to the next one then. Saili Dharne. Saili, ma'am, please present your study on treatment of wastewater by using aloe vera gel, cactus gel, and neem leaf powder. Or any of the co-authors? All right, Naresh Kumar Joshi. Sir, please present your paper on design and analysis of an opposite rectangular patch frequency reconfigurable monopole antenna.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. I'll sharing my screen.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
My screen visible?
Give me a minute to check, sir.
Maybe-
No, sir, your screen is not visible to me.
Let me try again. Wait.
sir.
I think something issues with me. Oh, it is. Now again. Hello, Dimani ma'am. Is it visible?
No, sir. Sir, can you do one thing? Can you send me a direct message on this group chat and try to send your PPT to me, and I can present it on your behalf?
Okay, I'll try. Just give me 1 minute.
Or if even that doesn't work out, please present your study without the PPT.
Okay. Just give me only 1 minute. I can try. Think it is not allowing to me. Maybe some authorization like file.
All right, sir, you can do one thing. In brief, please explain the study of your paper in a few minutes, and we will proceed with the publishing of your paper. Don't worry about that.
Okay. So hi everyone. It's extremely sorry. Actually, I'm my PPT presentation. So myself Naresh Kumar Joshi. I'm a research student from Manipal University. I'm going to explain you one thing, that is the content outline is the introductions. That is the reconfigurable antenna and classification reconfigurable antenna, and the design analysis and opposite economic page antenna and frequency reconfiguration. So this is the my outline of the contents. Then I'll go into introduction. What is the antenna that I explain you. So antenna is the basically it is the electromagnetic radiation device which is the radiate the electrical energy and current into the vice versa. That again, I'm sorry. Antenna is the convert electromagnetic radiation into the electrical or electrical current or vice versa for the transmission and reception of the radio signals. So antenna is used in the mostly in the wireless communication, and wireless communication is the it totally depend on the antenna. So we can say antenna is the backbone of the wireless communication, and that is the in the antenna we have the different kind of antennas. So here what I'm going to present, that antenna is the reconfigurable antenna. So reconfigurable antenna is the antenna which is very good in the adaptive nature. Okay, means it can work on the based on the frequency, it can work on the based on the polarization, it can work on the pattern beam. Okay, so there is a three category. So whenever as per your requirements, the antenna can change their nature and it adapt the characteristics. So here what I have designed the frequency reconfiguration. In my designing, what I analyze I have used the FR4 material, then I have used the in the FR4 material, and then I have used the design the antenna size is 40 into 32 mm. Okay, and the length is width is height is 1.6 mm. So it is very smaller antenna. Okay, which I compare the previously paper with. And in the previous paper what I have observed, there they have used the multiple diodes. I have used only single diode, and using single diode I have observed I got the many frequencies. Okay, so that I'll tell you. So when I analyzing my antenna, so when diode is on off condition, okay, so when diode is on condition, so antenna is resonating on the single frequency, and which is observed as other antenna other previous paper published also there. So here what I found something difference by using the single diode. When I keeping it is on position, so antenna is resulting in two frequency. Means what happen when antenna is off, so antenna is work at a single frequency. When antenna is on, so antennas will work at a two different frequency. Ultimately what happening, the antenna is working at a three frequency. So when antenna is off condition, so at that time antenna is resonating at the 5.2 gigahertz. And when antenna is the on conditions, mean diode is on condition, so antenna is resonating at two frequency, that is one 2.2 gigahertz, and second is the uh, 5.58 gigahertz. So ultimately antenna is the covering the wide range of the frequency. That means it is covering the ISM band frequency band, and it is also covering the Wi-Fi band frequencies also. So antenna is widely, it can work band requirement according to the situations. Again, when I same antenna, I am switching of this antenna. Okay, so antenna is again resonating with the 500. That is what happening. Means whenever my requirement is I can utilize that frequency band, so antenna can automatically switch on that condition. But if suddenly, for example, I don't want that frequency and I want the lower frequency, so antenna can, when diode is switch on, so antenna can move on the lower frequency. So this will happen. Okay, and antenna give the good result. So which I have compared previously. So herely, what I observed during this study, antenna is running in the three different frequencies. I observing the good return loss, that is the required as per the standard requirement, and bandwidth. What I observed, that is the 500 megahertz and 600 megahertz, and gain is also which I observing, that is the 300 3 dBi. That is my observation. So this is the what I have designed, and previously this antenna which I have compared almost 5 papers. So out of that, they have all are used the 4 diode, 3 diodes, minimum 2 diodes, but I have used only single diodes. Okay. Second last thing, so I want to conclude it. So in this condition, what I have observed, when I switching on of the diode, I am getting 3 frequency bands, which is very good to utilize as uh, for the and the wireless communication. Okay, so this is the my conclusion. So totally antenna is depend on the diode conditions. Any query, sir?
Hello.
Yeah, sir.
Yes, I have one question that you
Yes, sir.
have presented the antenna. I could not see the antenna structure, but have you utilized the partial ground or you have the fully ground?
No, I have utilized only the partial, means 1/4 ground. That is the monopole antenna.
Correct, correct. Because that's why only you are getting the wideband frequency response. Okay.
Correct, correct. Yes,
How
sir.
much the size of the antenna, overall size?
Overall size is the 40 by 32 mm size.
40 by 30 mm. That's fine. That's fine. That is on all from my side. Thank you. All the best.
Yeah. Extremely sorry. Actually, my PPT was not visible to you.
No
Sir.
issue. No issue. No issue. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yes, thank you so much, sir.
Thanks, ma'am. Thanks.
And with this, we are done with all the presentations and we'll move to the closing remarks. I sincerely thank our authors for their excellent presentations and contribution in the session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on behalf of the whole team, thank you for the support during this 10th version and all the previous 9 versions of the conference. We will be happy to have you in the 11th version in 2026. All the presenters would be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days, and the publication will be live within 7 to 8 months. Hence, kindly cooperate with the team of ICTCS 2025. I would also like to thank our session chair, Dr. Kilol Vishnu Prasad Pandya, for chairing this session. Thank you for your valuable presence, sir. I'm sharing a token of appreciation on behalf of Team ICTCS and Global Knowledge Research Foundation and partners. Thank you again, sir, and please share any closing remarks you may have.
Yes, I'm very happy to be part of this ICTCS, and the way you are functioning is phenomenal. The accuracy that you are having is also phenomenal. And today I have observed many of the research where the applications of IoT, the applications of AI that are really works well, and the researchers are very curious regarding the applications of AI and IoT. So very happy with performing the duty as session chair. Thank you all. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. Now, lastly, I would kindly request everyone to please turn on your cameras for a quick snapshot of this virtual conference. All right, thank you, everyone. Have a great day ahead. Stay safe. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.